Hello there, welcome back to my Vision News. Breaking news for you from Raya zone, a southern Tigray. It is also called disputed territory between Tigray and Amhara regions. It seems that Ethiopian military has decided to take control of entire Raya. We have a key update for you from Alamata. Is Alamata under full military control? Are Amhara militia members being arrested in Alamata? We have details for you in this video. Secondly, it seems that a convoy of Ethiopian military was ambushed by Fano fighters yesterday. At least one anti-aircraft gun was captured by Fano fighters. Where did this ambush happen? And who is in control of the area where ENDF troops were ambushed by Fano fighters? Let's start with a new story from Raya zone. Raya, Alamata, Koram have changed hands several times since the start of the war in northern Ethiopia in November 2020. Last year in November, war came to an end. Before the start of the war, this area was part of Tigray, but Amhara regional government, Amhara groups, they claim that this zone was annexed by TPLF. In the 2-year-long war, we saw that Tigray lost Raya and Kobo in the first round of fighting. From November 2020 till June 2021 was the first round of fighting. In the second round of war, starting from July 2021, Tigray forces launched counteroffensive. They retook Raya. And for almost a year, for more than a year, Raya Koram remained under Tigray forces control. Then in August, a third round of fighting last year erupted, and Tigray again lost Raya and Koram. Amhara Special Forces, Amhara militia members, Ethiopian National Defense Force, they retook Raya and Koram. Tigray forces had to retreat. And on this front, I remember last year, East Amhara Fano of Mere Vodajo fought on front lines. Amhara Special Force fought on front lines. Tigray forces had managed to reach close to Voldia last year, but Fano fighters, Amhara Special Force members, and ENDF, they jointly pushed Tigray fighters from near Voldia to Mehoni. This is one of those fronts where Fano and Amhara Special Force fought on front lines. ENDF was mainly operating on northern fronts. So from Eritrean soil, ENDF, EDF, Amhara forces launched some very game-changing offensives. But on Raya front, it was Fano, Amhara Special Force, and then ENDF, which managed to push Tigray fighters into Tigray. Now, we know that Tigray is demanding the takeover of Raya and Raya Alamata Koram Volkayathamara Sagade. Amhara regional government is in support of holding of referendum. A few weeks ago, Raya zone districts sent a petition to House of Federation requesting House of Federation to hold a referendum in this area to determine its future status. The petition had more than 100,000 signatures. Petition is still pending with House of Federation Speaker Agano Tishagar, former Amhara regional president. Amhara regional government a few days ago said in a statement, Gizacho Molone, Amhara government spokesperson, said that Preparations were underway to hold referendums to answer people's questions about identity and borders. He did not mention names of areas where referendum will be held, but obviously he was implying that referendum could be held in Raya, Koram, maybe Volkayat or Mera. He did not mention any names. But Tigray rejected the idea of referendum. Tigray is demanding return of IDPs. Tens of thousands of IDPs from the two disputed territories are still in Tigray. Tigray has not agreed to the idea of holding a referendum so far. And now when we are seeing that in the Amhara region, fighting is still ongoing between Fano fighters and Ethiopian military. It seems military has decided to take full control of the two zones, especially Raya. We have this update for you from Raya. Alamata. Last night, Republican guards and commando units entered Alamata city. Talks have been ongoing between military and local interim government led by Hailu Abira mayor and Amhara police here. Amhara militias are operating here too. East Amhara Fano fighters also entered Raya Alamata. Talks have been ongoing. ENDF has been telling Amhara police to leave the area, to move to Kobo. In Kobo, a base has been established for Amhara police. Hailu Abira was also told to wrap up his activities here. And Hailu Abira-led administration has been holding meetings. Now, reportedly, Ethiopian military has taken full control of Alamata city. Amhara forces, remaining forces, are being arrested in Alamata. Amhara police have been told to go to Kobo. Those who are not complying with instructions are being arrested in Alamata city. Government has decided to take full control of Raya. We can say government has decided to push all Amhara forces, Amhara police from Raya Alamata. And in the second round, we could see start of return of refugees to the disputed territory Alamata and Koram. Where is East Amhara Fano of Mere Bodajo? East Amhara Fano fighters entered Alamata zone, Raya Alamata I would say, but it's difficult to say where they are based. Obviously they will not accept this decision, they'll react. But military has decided to take matters into its hands in Alamata, Raya Alamata and Koram. We're not sure about what is happening in Volkayat. Maybe a similar decision could be made about Volkayat to so far in Alamata. Now, these are the developments of the last 24 hours. It's not that military took control of Alamata a week ago. No. These are developments of the last 24 hours. Again, I'm saying we'll see the reaction of Amhara regional government, Amhara Fano militia, former Amhara special force members in coming hours. Where will Hailu Abira go? Will he be allowed to work in Alamata in some interim capacity to monitor the return of IDPs? He has been opposing the return of IDPs, we know. So it means he will not be allowed. New temporary administration could be established in Alamata city, it seems. But let's see. Tigray forces are not in Alamata. Yesterday, some government-backed activists claimed that in mid-August, Ethiopian calendar date, Tigray forces could try to retake Raya, Alamata, Quorum by force. Before that, things are happening, military taking charge and Amhara forces being pushed out of Alamata city. They're being arrested too in Alamata. Secondly, viewers, a convoy of Ethiopian military was ambushed by Fano fighters around 48 hours ago, it seems, though we saw pictures yesterday. But it happened around 24 to 48 hours ago. It's difficult to tell the exact time, but it happened in Gojam. On Gojam, Ago-Avi zone border, you can say pictures are being shared showing at least one Zu-23-2 captured by Fano fighters after this ambush. An ambulance and some other vehicles of military can also be seen damaged. Fano fighters claim to have captured 2 tanks too in this ambush, but we could not confirm the capture of tanks. Where did this ambush happen? It happened between Bore and the Lili. The Lili is on Bore to Bahirdar Road. And in Bore too, heavy fighting has been ongoing since yesterday. Ethiopian military is deploying tanks, artillery pieces to retake Bore. Bore is a very strategic town. From Bore you can reach Gojam, you can reach Valaga, you can move towards Ago-Avi zone, towards the regional capital Bahirda. To Fano fighters have been in control of Bore, a strategic place. That is why it seems the military has launched now a big offensive to retake Bore. And that is why Fano fighters are hitting military convoys which are on their way towards Bore. This convoy was attacked in Talili, which is at a distance from Bore. The convoy was on its way towards Bore. The reinforcements moving towards Bore are being ambushed by Fano fighters. Heavy fighting still ongoing in the area. West Gojam is definitely going to be the toughest battlefield for Ethiopian National Defense Force. Dambicha, Bore, Finot-e-Selam. In Finot-e-Selam, yesterday, Fano fighters stormed a prison. They released hundreds of prisoners, and some of them are former Amhara Special Force members of some Fano factions. So in West Gojam, it seems now military has decided to launch major offensives. And fighting is ongoing in different areas, in different towns, cities of West Gojam these minutes. These multiple offensives by Ethiopian military in West Gojam are crucial. Can Fano be completely removed from all towns of West Gojam? That will determine the course of this conflict in the Amhara region. Fano fighters will try to remain based in West Gojam. They have more presence in West Gojam than in East Gojam. But in East Gojam too, they are operating. Yesterday in Debre Elias was administrator, was assassinated. Debre Elias is in East Gojam. So they have presence in both zones, but they have more control over West Gojam than in East Gojam. That is why heavy fighting close to Finot-e-Selam, Bore, the Lili, etc. Thank you for watching.